Hello and welcome to Grade Expectations. I'm your host Grade, and today I've got a quick CGC unboxing for you today of a modern Grail. So about 2 months ago in the wild I found a copy of Ultimate Fallout 4, the Djurjevic variant. And I bought it in a set of Ultimate Fallout. I bought Ultimate Fallout 1 to 6, and 4 and 6 were the 1 in 25 Djurjevic variant. And I was super happy. I paid about 800 US for it, and immediately sent it fast track to Mr. Kendra, and then he submitted it to CGC for me. And it's back. So it's only been, I sent it at the beginning of September to be pressed, and now, we're at the end of October, and I have my comic back. Now, I was notified ahead of time by Mr. Kendra that this comic had been upgraded from the Express tier to the walk-through tier. So I was very happy about that. And when I originally sent it to Gary, I was hoping for a 9.0 and really expected an 8.5 or even an 8 on this comic. And there were some flaws on the comic. I wouldn't say there were a lot of like spine ticks, but there were definitely a few things on the front cover that I noticed. And then on the back, there was rubbing near both of the staples. And so I'm not great at grading comics with the rubbing, because I've really seen comics take a huge hit. I had a Wolverine or an Incredible Hulk 340 that had rubbing, and it came back 7.5. And I guess maybe that's skewing my grading skills. But it did look like a pretty nice Ultimate Fallout 4, and so it's back today, and I look forward to opening it. I also bought the Wally World Ultimate Fallout 4 Djurjevic Virgin variant. I get an email when they have these variants, because I got a second print Taskmaster 3 from them. And I thought this was a very good buy and a very easy buy, limited to 3,000. And there really aren't that many of the first print, and I thought this would be the closest that I'd get to owning this comic. And I think it's a great comic. I think it's understood that this is the #1 modern Grail, first appearance of Miles Morales, and really the much better cover and the much rarer cover. And I'll go into the numbers after I unbox it. So again, I was expecting a 9. I was hoping for a 9. I have already seen the grade. Gary emailed me with the grade, and I didn't realize that that's what the email was for, because I have some other comics that are going in, and I'm on the wait list to get more comics pressed. So anyway, I couldn't really miss it, and I've already done my celebrating, so let's get into it. Just a nice easy box. I'm not used to them this small from CGC. Alright. So, very easy. One book. Alright, moment of truth. We have Ultimate Fallout 4, the Djurjevic variant. It came back a 9.6. I'd like to thank Gary Kendra of Impressive Pressing. I think he is a wizard now, and just a pressing god. And I found Gary through Spec Collector, and I have never been disappointed. And like his wait times have gone up, obviously, since So many people have gotten into comics and they've gotten hot, but I will never use anybody else. He's the one. So let's take a look at this comic. I would say the front looks gorgeous. It looks perfect. And then on the back, there's like a little scuffing on the case. And then you can definitely see a little bit of like rub on the back staples. So 9.6, unbelievable. And it just goes to show you that these comics are out there in the wild, and they can be in good condition. So let's talk about the numbers for this book. First of all, there are 650 graded copies of this book with CGC, and then another 80 that are signed. Of that 650, there are 150 9.8s and 211, now 212 9.6s. Let's compare that to the regular cover. The first print has over 10,000 graded now. They have 2,769 9.8s and 2,919 9.6s. Those numbers are insane, and it kind of speaks to modern comics. And if the print run, is like 80,000 or 100,000, there's just so many out there, and over time they are going to get graded if it's a great book like a modern Grail. You can see behind me, I have 9.6 of the Ultimate Fallout 4. That one's signed by Sarah Pacelli, and I'll get it signed by the cover artist, Mark Bagley, next time he does a signing, and hopefully get it pressed and maybe get a bump. But this is the one. For prices, a 9.8 of this comic just sold in October for $30,900 US. In June, it was $25,000, and in March, it was $16,000 approximately. There haven't been any 9.6s sold since April. The last 9.6 sold for $9,100 in April, and then there were two sales in March of $9,200 and $8,000 US. So basically, like most 9.8s to 9.6s, it's 2-to-1. So given that there was a $30,900 sale of this book this month, I'm going to assume that this book that I'm holding is about $15,450, which is a big win, again, because I did not pay a lot for the raw copy. So I'm super happy. And I have the Ultimate Collector's Dilemma, where you have a beautiful book, a modern Grail that you know is going to go up in price, versus the Grail that you do want. And if you've watched my channel for any amount of time, you know that my target is X-Men #1 from 1964. And obviously I have a lot of Miles stuff because I do believe in Miles Morales. I think my son is going to be a big fan of Miles Morales, in 20 years. And certainly I'm collecting what I like as well. And I think Miles is cool based on Into the Spider-Verse, the first one. Into the Spider-Verse 2 is coming out next year. Everyone keeps talking about how eventually Miles Morales will be brought into the live Marvel continuity. And, everyone expects the comics to go up. My personal opinion is that it's already priced in. Specifically with Miles Morales, there's just been so much hype. The comic has gone up so much in the last year and a half. And I get that he's desirable and he's the new Spider-Man. Obviously, I'm backing that. But at the same time, I'm going for an X-Men one. So this comic is going to be sold. And, the money's going to go in the stack. I might not sell it right away, because obviously the comic is going up significantly, and I'm not there financially to go ahead and get my X-Men one, because if that one keeps going up, you know, I need my books to be going up. So I just wanted to show off my newest book. I do have 50 comics coming back from CGC soon. They're in the grading room still. I had to call, and you know, I pre-screened it, so I knew it would take a long time. But for now, we have a modern Grail, guys, and I'm certainly looking all the time to try and find the next one. So this is it. Grade with great expectations. If you like this video, go ahead and click the like button. If you want to subscribe, I do talk comics sporadically, and you know, I am an avid collector. Thank you for your time. Have a great night.